to another episode. In the last one, we checked out a fort known as the Great Wall of India before heading out to the Thar Desert for a couple of nights. In this episode, we're heading back east to Jodhpur, then Agra, before going north to the border town of Amritsar. But first, we need to get out of our camp spot in the dunes. Heading back to Jodhpur now, which is the blue city of Rajasthan. We're staying at a place which is on a farm that another Overlander recommended to us. So yeah, we're heading there today, and then we're going to go and check out the city and the fort. We've just stopped to fill up the petrol fuel tanks, and we have a crowd that has formed. This generally happens when we're stopped for petrol. So yeah, the main was on half and then the sub was on empty, so it's a big fill up. Now we haven't had any bad luck or anything, you know, touch wood.
The fuel hasn't been great.
Yeah, the fuel hasn't been great, but yeah, so it's actually India. Diesel is quite expensive, so usually it's about 70 rupees, which is like $1.40 Australian. So hello.
Pen.
Yep. No pen.
Shovel.
No, they just want a pen or a shovel. Why do you want a shovel?
These trucks are everywhere in India, and they're pretty crazy. I don't know how they manage to pack them like that, but yeah, I'm sure the boys in blue at home wouldn't be big fans of these ones.
They're so wide, eh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
$55.
There you go.
Thank you.
One thing you might not know about India is there is a truckload of toll roads. And not like expressways, but just toll roads like this. Just normal roads that you need to use to get from A to B. And you have to pay for it. This one was about 55 rupees, which is like $1.
Yeah, just over $1.
So we've kept tab of all our receipts. So
I have this big bag here.
We're just in to see how much we've spent at the end.
Yeah, so I'll add it all up when we are leaving India, so I can just let you all know how much we ended up spending for our time in India. We arrived in Jodhpur about 2 hours ago now and came straight to the farm. So Ravindra, who his family, this is his family's farm, he came to meet us when we first got here, but he had to go back to work, so he's going to come back later and maybe have some dinner with us. But yeah, so this is where we're camped. Car's just over here, and he's actually got, I think there's 6 or 7 horses here, so that's pretty awesome. They're all really friendly. And actually these horses, they're a special sort of horse, which I've never seen before, and they've got the most beautiful ears. Don't you, buddy? Look at those ears. Yeah, so this is where we're camped. I think tomorrow we're going to do some work in the morning and then head into the city in the afternoon. Hey, buddy. Hey.
So before we go out this afternoon, just making the most of having a hose and some running water. We have gone through some muddy sections, so we haven't had a chance to do a good wash. And as cool as mud may look on your car, it's not real good for your paintwork. Our paintwork's pretty bad as it is, so we're trying to nurse it back till we get home, till we give it a respray.
Any suggestions for colours?
Yeah, we're thinking maybe camel or like a wilderness green.
Let us know in the comment section what you think we should paint the colour when we get back. We've just jumped in a rickshaw and we're heading in towards the fort. We're going to get some lunch first, just because it's still pretty hot and we're pretty hungry. And then we're going to go and check out the fort.
This is the thali set, which comes with a mix of curries and rice and some breads, papadum, and it's very good. Yeah.
This is Mehrangarh Fort, one of the largest and most majestic forts in India. The fort was built around 1459, has walls up to 36 metres high, and a series of 7 gates to gain entry.
These are the last doors in the fort before it goes into the palace, and they were designed so that the entrance is on a right angle, it doesn't allow the elephants to get a lot of speed before they charge through these big doors behind me. And the doors actually have some big spikes on it, which is for the elephants, for the enemy elephants.
Inside the fort walls are several lavish, brilliantly carved palaces, expensive courtyards and gardens, a museum, as well as 2 temples.
Just left Jodhpur about half an hour ago, and we are heading we're heading to Agra today. So from Jodhpur to Agra it's about 570 kilometres, though we've now only got 523. Since we left Jodhpur, there's just been roadworks the whole time, so yeah, there's not much traffic just because it's still pretty early. It's not even 8 o'clock, but there's yeah, it's just, you're switching from side to side, quite regularly, and it's pretty dusty, but hopefully that doesn't go on for too long. While we're driving today, I am processing a video. So yesterday we ended up staying an extra day and went and sat in a cafe, and Mark's worked his butt off for the whole day getting a video done. So yeah, I'm just processing it while we're in the car because it takes like about 3 hours for our computer to process it. So instead of zapping the battery when we're not going anywhere, I've got the inverter running now. And yeah, so on the way today, just on the other side of Jaipur, there's a stepwell which we'll stop at, so that'll be good just to break the drive up. And Google's saying that it's going to take about 10 hours to get to Agra, so hopefully we'll get there at about 5 before it gets dark. We have arrived at Abhaneri Stepwell. So this is one of the biggest stepwells in India, and it is, I think, 13 stories deep. I read it was 100 feet. It's massive. So in the states of Gujarat and Rajasthan, there's estimated to be about 3,000 stepwells because both states, in the dry season, they don't get any rain at all, and then in the wet season the ground just doesn't, it just absorbs all the water. So yeah, they built these stepwells so that they could use the water for drinking and also for bathing and just cooling down and stuff like that. They don't use them for that anymore, but yeah, they're a really magnificent piece of architecture. It's What do you think of the Stepwell?
It's a bit of a hole.
Okay, Dad. Arrived in Agra and we've just come to a hotel which has like a garden parking area sort of thing at the back, so lots of room for us to set up. So it's just a really small sort of hotel over there. Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of an early night tonight. We had a pretty big day driving. Mark's absolutely knackered. And then tomorrow morning we're getting up bright and early to visit the Taj Mahal, and then we're going to keep driving tomorrow. And then
My very good friend from Australia, I'm worker here. My name Bola. I'm working long time this hotel.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much. Very nice customer. Come with car from Australia to visit at the hotel. I'm very happy with them. Nice,
Aww.
good couple.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I like smile people because if you are like same.
Big smiles.
Brother? Brother?
And yeah, so we're gonna get up bright and early and go visit the Taj Mahal in the morning, and then we're not gonna stick around here because we're gonna hit the road again. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Mark's actually just taken the bulb out of the headlight because we noticed that it had blown the other night, so we're just going to go and try and see if we can find a replacement now, just because I think we're going to be driving into the night tomorrow and we want both headlights because driving in the night time in India is absolutely hectic.
Job done. New globe. We usually carry spares, but I used the last one that we blew in Nepal, and when I went to get a new one, they tried to charge me double what the globe should cost. Thankfully in India, a bit of information, all prices on everything is marked on the packaging, so they can't rip you off. So you know you're actually paying for what it's worth here, so it's good. So got some new spares now, I'll put that in now and we'll be good to go tomorrow, because we don't usually like driving in the dark, but I think we've got a pretty long day tomorrow, so we might just touch in to maybe 5 o'clock tomorrow, 5 or 6 o'clock, so I just want to make sure I've got the lights operational before we hit the road.
So this is the Taj Mahal. Yep, this is it. It's good to see. It is absolutely packed this morning. There's so many people, but of course, yeah, that's got to be expected. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're just gonna enjoy it for a little while before we head back to the troopy and hit the road.
The Taj Mahal, which means Crown of the Palaces, is an ivory-white marble mausoleum built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to house the tomb of his favourite wife Mumtaz Mahal, who died in 1631, giving birth to their 14th child. The following year, construction began on the Taj. 22 years later, and an estimated 32 million rupees, it was completed, which in 2015 would have cost $857 million to construct.
We're currently sort of driving around Delhi. We're not going in, thank goodness, but yeah, we're just driving around it, and we are driving up to Amritsar, which is kind of like the border town to Pakistan. So that will be our last stop before leaving India. So yeah, in Amritsar there's a golden temple there, which is a Sikh temple, so we're going to go and check that out. I've heard some amazing things about it. And yeah, then we're getting out of here. So when we left Agra, it was about 700 kilometres to Amritsar, but we're now at, what is it, 490? 490, so hopefully we'll get there before the sun goes down. Google's saying we'll get there at about 7, so we'll see how we go. We have made it to Amritsar just in time before it got dark, which is awesome. Thank you. Thanks for driving us. We're like 2 kilometres away, so yeah, it's happy days that we're not driving in the night. But yeah, so far Amritsar looks like a pretty cool city, pretty modern, which is not what we were expecting, but yeah, looks good.
That's it for this episode. Catch the next one where we see the sights of Amritsar before crossing that rather controversial border. Thanks for watching. See ya.